What if a lantern didn't light up a room, but instead revealed the parts of your life you've been ignoring, the dreams you left unfinished, the courage you abandoned, the shadows you never dared to face? It began on a quiet night when a young man climbed into the attic of his childhood home. Dust floated in the air like tiny stars. Old boxes surrounded him, filled with photographs, broken toys, and pieces of a forgotten past. It began on a quiet night when a young man climbed into the attic of his childhood home. Dust floated in the air like tiny stars. Old boxes surrounded him, filled with photographs, broken toys, and pieces of a forgotten past. When he lit it, the room did not brighten. Instead, the lantern cast a strange glow, soft, golden, alive. It didn't shine on the walls or the floor. It shone on him, on his memories, on his unfinished life. First, it showed him a guitar, dusty, silent. He remembered how he once dreamed of playing music, of writing songs, but he had given up after a few failed attempts. Then, the lantern revealed a stack of running shoes, shoes he bought when he promised himself to get healthier. They had never touched the road. Each glow wasn't about the attic. It was about him, about everything he had abandoned. The lantern kept glowing, one memory after another. A notebook filled with half-written stories, sketches of ideas never finished. A picture of old friends he lost touch with because he was too busy. Every glow felt heavier. It was not just showing him objects. It was showing him regret, missed chances, dreams unlived. He realized he wasn't just ignoring hobbies. He was ignoring himself. And then came the hardest light of all. The lantern revealed a shadow of him, an older version, tired, weighed down, carrying scars of regret. It was a future that wasn't written yet, but could be if he kept living this way. He wanted to look away, to put the lantern down, to shut the attic door, but something inside him whispered, "Stay, don't run, face it." The lantern suddenly grew brighter, and in its golden fire he saw two versions of himself standing side by side. One was broken, quiet, defeated, the man who kept ignoring his passions, his health, his courage. A man who lived safe, but never alive. The other stood tall, with eyes of fire, the man who had dared, who had chased his music, who had fought for his health, who had built his life not from fear, but from action. The light flickered between them, and the young man realized the lantern wasn't showing him the past. It wasn't just showing him regret. It was showing him choice. He understood. Every moment he ignored was not gone forever. It was waiting for him to turn around and claim it. The guitar could still sing. The shoes could still run. The friends could still be called. The courage could still be found. The lantern wasn't a curse. It was a mirror, a second chance. And maybe you have a lantern too. Maybe you don't see it in an attic, but you feel it late at night when you ask yourself if this is all life is meant to be. That quiet voice that says, you could be more. You were meant for more. The young man closed his eyes, holding the lantern to his chest. He made a promise: no more ignoring, no more hiding. Because the scariest thing is not failure. The scariest thing is to leave your light unseen. So ask yourself today, what is your lantern showing you? What dream, what habit, what courage are you ignoring? Don't wait until the attic of your life is filled with dust and regret. Pick up your lantern, step into the glow, and live the life that's been waiting for you.